Green building is essential right now in that, well, you have oil closing in on $100 a barrel, and so energy is getting more and more expensive. The recent publicity and the Nobel that Al Gore won about global warming. So it's a timely topic that's on the tip of everyone's tongue, and it's with energy being expensive, it's a lot easier to get people to understand just how important it is to go green in everything we do. I've been in the home building business my whole career. I've built thousands of homes. I sold a home building company and retired from there a little over 5 years ago. And during that time, I sat still and got quiet and said, what's the next great big thing coming? And began to study about green and understanding about what is green, and had seen the movement kind of come and go in the 70s, and the energy crisis and stuff had kind of come and gone, but this time it seemed like that the green movement was not so much about the energy crisis, but more about what's good for the earth and what's good for the globe. And it became clear to me that really nobody had grabbed it especially in the residential construction in any kind of large-scale way. There's several instances of green builders, more of a one-off custom home type builder that had perfected a lot of the systems that we are demonstrating here today. But nobody had really gone at it in any kind of a scale way. And with my experience of doing this in a large-scale way, it seemed like that was the next right thing to do. Georgetown is a city in and of itself. It's also sometimes considered a bedroom community to the capital of Texas, Austin. It's got great schools. It has a good family base it's considered a great place to raise a family, a good employment base, and now with a good transportation corridor, it's poised to be a boom town. You're not selling a weird looking, you don't have to be weird to be green, a traditional looking home on the outside, but a high performance home on the inside. The high performance comes from super insulated. We insulate using a spray foam technology that is sprayed in the cavities in between the studs, all the way up into the rafters, all the way up through the ridge board. So the whole home is would be like, think like a igloo cooler. Like when you put a couple of sodas in an igloo cooler and close it, come back a week later, there's still some ice and it's still cold in there. Same thing the way we build these homes. All the equipment goes up in the attic, and then it's super insulated as well. So that was one of the things when we were first getting into this, was you can save 90% of the energy you're going to save in the first 10% of your design process. And so now we have this environmental control center in the thing. It's super insulated. You can see all of this Icynene insulation that's here. That's all in that box within the box. To be green is to save every chance you get on using any old growth lumber, and use locally sourced materials as much as possible. This finger joint material comes from Texas. It's yellow pine, and then it is put together, the cutoffs from different parts where you can't use any finger jointing, like in longer rafters and ceiling joists. The finger joint, the cutoffs from that are then run through a special machine where the reason why it's called finger joints is then they put them together. They put the little thing, put them all together with environmentally non-off-gassing glue. Think of a small piece of wood, try to break it versus a long piece of wood. And the actual joint is stronger than the wood itself. One of the main tenets of green building is do as little harm on the occupants as possible. And so the chemicals that come off your car that people tend to put in their garages, the paint and solvents and gasoline and those kinds of things, and then all the chemicals that are in your engine and that are sizzling on your engine when you park it in the garage will permeate the home. So here where we have the alleyway, we're able to put the detached garage, so there's none of that issues going on. A home that's insulated like this, sided like this, shaded, we have large overhangs that shade the windows, and it's a whole system, but a home like this will save anywhere from 40 to 60% on monthly energy bills. It's about that first first 10% of your design, which is 90% of the savings, which is doing all your homework before you really begin doing anything. So it's thought through as a total system. We're green from the ground up, all the way through the ridge.
Become a docublogger. Log on to docubloggers.org to share your opinions and story ideas, or get out your camera and create your own docublog.